When things go wrong with Windows, they can go horribly wrong, to the point where the only way around the problem is to actually reinstall Windows on top of Windows. This method requires the use of a USB stick. That way you've got the actual copy of Windows you can put over the top of other copy of Windows. Unfortunately, with the latest version of Windows 11 24H2, Microsoft have made life very difficult to do this method. Now, this is the previous version of Windows 11 with all the programs and the files that are in place in the program files directories and also all over the place in the user's account folder. When in the past I've got through and installed Windows on top of Windows, it just goes like a normal installation and says that there's a previous version of Windows on this computer's hard drive. That's fine. Just continue with the method of letting Windows install. And when you get back into Windows after a few minutes of waiting, although in most cases about half an hour, you'll find inside the Windows computer in the C drive, there's this other Windows folder called windows.old. Inside this folder, you'll find all the folders that were inside the C drive prior to reinstalling Windows. Included in there is all the programs that were there and all the files that were once in the person's user account as well. However, with the new version of Windows 11, when you go to reinstall Windows on top of Windows, it gives you this error here. Now, with that, the question is, what do you get left with when Windows finishes reinstalling itself? It doesn't say it's found another copy, it just says it's going to wipe the whole thing. So I did the test. When you restart Windows after the installation has been completed, you'll find again a windows.old folder. Inside that folder, however, is not what you used to have. You just have the one folder, the users folder. Now, luckily, all the person's files for their users folder are still intact, but what happens if the person had files on different locations in the hard drive, which I've seen on more than one occasion? Unfortunately, those files have all been deleted. This is a major issue when it comes to Windows 11, and at this stage, I do not recommend anybody install Windows 11 24H2 on top of a previous version of Windows 11. At this point in time, if you are going to do a repair install of Windows, you must use an older version of Windows 11 and then let the updates occur in the future. That way, the person has no risk of losing any files if they're not saved inside their user's folder.